to get like smaller nose, slimmer nose, just basically how to highlight and contour your nose in order for you to get, you know, smaller nose. So what I'm gonna do is, first and foremost, I'm just basically going to highlight under my eyes using a concealer shade that is basically like 2 shades lighter than my real color. And once I do that, in order for me to streamline my nose, I'm just going to highlight the corners of my nose, like my nostrils. I'm going to highlight the corners. I'm just going to basically stop where, close to where your nostril starts, okay? And then what you want to do is you want to highlight the bridge of your nose. So you're going to take that lighter shade and, you know, highlight the bridge of your nose. Now the next thing you want to do is you want to apply a color that is 2 shades darker than you, or a shade or 2, depends on how, you know, how much you want this to show up. So you're going to put, you know, a shade that is 2 shades darker than you, or a shade darker. And for that, I'm going to be using a small blending brush, and I'm going to be tapping into my Black Opal True Color Foundation in the shade Black Walnut. I'm just going to put that right on the corner of my nose, just like by the side of the bridge of my nose. The closer it is to the bridge of your nose, the smaller your nose will be. So I'm just going to put it here. Remember to get it down to the corners of your nostrils, the inner corners of your nostrils. So here. And don't forget to make sure that it gets to, you know, right under the beginning of your brows. Like, as you can see, my nose is already even looking a lot smaller. So I'm gonna do the same thing for here. Can you see that my nose is already looking a lot smaller? So you blend with a damp beauty blender. You just basically push the product until it is evenly distributed. Ooh. In the lighter shade, and as you can see, the darker shade is a lot more pronounced now because I did not blend it in. So I'm just going to use that same so I'm going to use that same small blending brush, and I'm just basically going to blend using very short strokes. Remember to blend right under the beginning of your brows as well. So you can see the difference now. So now that it is blended into, you know, the skin properly, it looks a lot better. So, but you can see already that my nose is looking a lot smaller. So what I'm just going to do is basically just set my face. The areas where I put, you know, the lighter shade, I'm going to set with a lighter shade concealer. The areas, powder rather, and the areas where I, you know, contoured, which is basically putting the darker shade, I'm going to put a darker shade powder on top just to set things and make sure that things don't really move, at least for the rest of the day, okay? I'm going to be using a darker shade powder to contour my nose. Okay, now to really bring your nose to light, what you need to do is just take your favorite bronzer or highlighter, and you're just going to drop a little on the tip of your nose and right on the bridge of your nose, and you need to blend, honey. Where is my blending brush? Now this one, it depends on you. If you really like it extra highlighted, you can put a lot more product. If you don't, you can just reduce the products. But remember to blend in. Whether you're using a little product or a lot of product, you need to blend. Well, you can see how small my nose looks now. That's basically how to get that smaller nose, especially if you have like wider nose, which is, you know, something that most black people have, which is beautiful. But if you really want to just cinch it in a little bit, that's basically how to go about it in less than 10 minutes. Please, if you're not subscribed, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. It is free, and don't forget to join the notification gang just so that you know when next I put up a new video. Just click on that little bell below this video. It is absolutely free. I love you very much, and I'm gonna be catching you in the next one. Bye.